The Utah Mammoth, are they rumored to make a trade before the trade deadline? So there's an article on Clutch Points. And now, no, this is not repeating what we talked about last week. There's actually another article about Mammoth trade rumors on Clutch Points. This one was a little bit more specific towards the active trade, the actual trade deadline. The headline reads as Mammoth rumors, Utah looking to make a big swing down the stretch.
Yeah.
With Utah holding down the top spot in the wild card over the Ducks and a 4-point lead over the team, over the teams looking into the wild card standings. The Mammoth are sitting pretty right now with about a third, a little bit more than a third, maybe less than a third of the season coming in. This article is stating that they might want to make kind of push their chips in the middle, as they say.
Yeah.
If you have a gambling problem, but
if only if you have a gambling problem.
Yeah. But anyway, the reason why we're bringing this up here is this one was actually, again, with the official trade deadline on the 6th. We know that there was a roster freeze before the Winter Olympics. By the way, shout out to the ladies hockey. By the way, U.S. lady hockey bringing them home the gold. Love to see it.
Crazy.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Olympics on this channel. We didn't do it for the Summer Olympics.
No, yeah, we didn't do it for the Summer Olympics, but Winter Olympics are at least some sports we cover. Oh, and then we can cover flag football.
Yeah, I still want to cover rugby. We got another comment here from McKinley Cutler, Cougar Blue. That's right, not your favorite color, but he still wants to know. He still wants.
What's really funny is the line on his name is Cougar Blue. It's like he made that up.
It's like, seriously, it's like almost he did it on
purpose.
Great
work, McKinley.
I like it. Anyway, so as we were talking about before, we did talk about this before the Olympic break when the rosters were freezing up. There was an article on Clutch Points about that one. There's another one that comes up they're talking about, again, about the deadline, but this time they go into a little bit more detail on this. Now with the official deadline being March 6th, according to Marco D'Amico, hopefully I'm saying that right. If I got it wrong, I apologize. On r.org, Utah's been in discussions for a top 6 forward and have been in talks recently to give their offense a boost.
Yeah.
What did you read this article? Did you get a chance to read this one?
I did. I think, as far as the top 6 forward needing, that's particularly at center. That's kind of the position that they're needing to go. And really they're looking to get some replacement in the production from Logan Cooley, who's been injured. Mm-hmm. But, like we mentioned last week, the Mammoth they're still winning games. They're still pushing through. They've played really well. They've been really, really strong defensively, allowed just 157 goals, which is, among some of the best teams in the West. So this team's been good. They do got trade capital. So, they're in a good position. If they want to make a move, they can. The question is do we think this is the best move for the team? Right?
Yeah. They mentioned some potential targets in this article, right? They talked about Elias Pettersson and Robert Thompson as potential options that they mentioned in the article. And obviously going back to the last article, this article mentioned it as well. Nazem Kadri as a potential option. Now that I've learned that name, we better trade for the guy from the Flames there.
Absolutely.
Reported to be a target. So we covered this, and I want to revisit it because we have more rumors and we have a little bit more talk on this one. What's your overall take on this one? I mean, what do you think? Do you think the Mammoth make a trade before the 6th? Or do you put any faith in this particular rumor or this particular article? What's your takeaway on this one?
I'm not sure that I see them moving this direction as far as going and getting another center. Especially knowing that you have Logan Cooley back in, you're going to want to continue to see if he can build on the great play that they've had recently. I think if the Mammoth need to do something, they probably need to go out and find a backup goalie. A little bit of goaltending depth could totally help. Carell, Veggie's been great though. He's been really good. He's tied for the lead in the league in wins. And tied for most games played, but the backup, Vitek Vanacek.
Close enough.
Yep. 3-9-2 and 14 starts. So he's been really struggling. When Veggie's out of the net, we haven't played so well. So, the question is do we maybe want to look at getting some goaltending depth?
Yeah.
Because we want to continue to make the push and get as far as we can. So
I like
that's
it,
kind of
man.
my thought on it.
I like it. I think that's good. So instead of saying, this rumor's not great, you're pivoting into thinking it's going to be more about not necessarily they won't do a trade, but where if they're going to do a trade, they should probably do something in the net.
Goaltending. Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
it. I like it. My take on this article is very simple, man. Of course, they're in discussions.
Yeah.
The front office isn't doing
It'd be crazy not to.
their job if they're not in discussions.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think this team needs to make any huge risky additions. I mean, we already talked about it a couple weeks ago on one of our first weeks back about they were worried about Cooley disrupting the chemistry on the team.
Yeah.
So how's it going to be if a player who's never played with this team comes in
Yeah.
and, on that top six?
Begging for chemistry issues.
Yeah. So, I mean, of course they're going to be in something. I mean, I have no qualm with them doing something like you're talking about there, adding some peripheral depth like in the net or, maybe some back end defensive help just in case we get another player go down, But yeah, I think you nailed it, dude. If there is going to be any type of trade, you're right. I think it's got to be backup for Veggie, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I also kind of have one article I want to pick up. I have a bone to pick on this one. There is one thing that they mentioned in this article that kind of felt like a throw-in line, but it kind of hurt to my core a little bit as a fan of Utah sports. It says, giving Utah something to cheer about down the stretch. I'm sorry. Are we out of
Hell is that
playoff?
supposed to mean?
Are we out of playoff contention? Like, is the season over for this Utah team?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? We're holding down the top wild card spot. Like and we're 4 points ahead of falling out of it.
Yeah.
So like, and they're playing very, very well.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we have anything to cheer about
and
already?
seem to be finding a pretty good rhythm as far as team chemistry and like doing the things they need to do to just win.
Yeah.
Like
Coming back from behind a whole bunch, they're not really, slacking off and, just coming out to a huge lead. They're finding ways to win games.
Yeah.
In unique ways. I'm not saying a whole bunch of 5-1 blowouts. It's usually like a 5-4, or something like that. There was that one that I watched against, I believe it was, oh gosh, it's going to escape me now. But yeah, I don't know, man. That line just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man. I definitely trust me, Utah hockey fans, the Mammoth fans have plenty to cheer about in this scenario.
Absolutely.
We don't need a blockbuster trade down the stretch to get the fans amped up for this team.
I mean, for the record, there's a reason, and it all comes back to Utah fans, why the Winter Classic's coming here.
Yeah, hey, that is what we call a segue statement right there. That is impressive, dude. Give me a bump on that one. Holy cow. All right, so this did come down and was officially announced when we were off. When we were on our hiatus there, that it was officially announced that Utah will be hosting the Winter Classic next season, which is the 2027-2028 season.
Yeah.
This is going to be held outside. It is going to be at Rice Eccles, right?
Yep.
And again, just another outside winter venue. Hopefully, it'll be colder than it was this winter.
Yeah.
Because we'd have a hard time keeping the ice frozen.
Tough to make ice, yeah.
But anyway, what else you got on this?
Yeah, I mean, so, bringing this to Rice Eccles Stadium, which is, if you've been there, an amazing sporting event, holds 54,000 people. This is a big time event because the University of Utah has, they were part of the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the cauldron outside still. I mean, to have the Avalanche come in, and it's kind of like a Rocky Mountain rivalry, kind of event.
It rhymes,
and
I like it.
Just a really cool event for Utah to get it so soon. And,
Oh, yeah.
and I think it, to go back to that last article, I think it says a lot about the fan base here in Utah and the enthusiasm for hockey. And, Ryan Smith was on record saying that this was like a dream event to have, because they're doing so much to push hockey culture and community growth and involvement in the sport. And to get something like this where you can have 54,000 plus people attend a hockey event at one time is a really cool opportunity.
Is this just seeing the demand, or is this the NHL trying to support and prop up its newest franchise? I don't know. I'm having a hard time judging it because I think there's enough buzz around this team, not only just in Utah but outside. That we're already earlier. I think it was last year, and around the springtime, we were talking about how there was already buzz from front office people saying that they're agents are reaching out to Armstrong for their free agents to see if they can make an offer for him.
Yeah.
Like we're already a destination within our in the hockey within our market. We're already a destination location 2 years in.
Yeah. And I think that there's a good reason for that. I mean, we have state of the art training facilities. We have, an awesome fan base that shows up and fills the stadium up. I mean, and Utah is a winter sports state, right? Like, I mean, primarily we have long, cold winters. Usually, I mean, this year's a little bit of an exception, but unless you live here, you don't know that.
Right.
People think of Utah and they think it's going to be cold and there's going to be snow everywhere. And so to answer your question, I think it's a little bit of combination of both. I think, I think Gary Bettman is also saying, yes, let's help drive this new franchise. Let's set them up for success. The NHL is one of the faster growing sports in professional sports right now. And what can we do to encourage this new team? If you weren't a hockey fan before and you're just getting into hockey, why wouldn't you cheer for the newest, quote unquote, newest franchise that's in the league,
new
right?
hotness, yeah. I mean, it's just like how the Vegas Knights did it. Right?
Exactly.
The Golden Knights, like their first year in it, they won the thing.
Yeah.
So which is a really unique expansion draft, and really they kind of lucked out there. But not that they lucked out, they earned that title. But as far as their roster, they kind of they got a good deal there. But yeah, I think that it's huge. It worked out great for them, and it's going to work out great for Utah too. We got a comment here from Aaron asking, are they already selling tickets for that? No, I don't think so.
They are not. No,
That's
they'll
not
go.
yet.
They'll go on sale at the beginning of the 27 season.
Yeah, and they'll sell out probably pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I would assume.
Well, let's go get us some.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
yeah. We can. I think we'll be able to get a camera in that one.
I mean,
we weren't able to get a camera into the Delta Center.
No,
time.
that was not easy.
That was not great. They were already full too. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's a video on our channel when they basically did not the announcement, but
they announced the team the team
the team introduction video. Yeah. It's one of our first and only live vlogs that we did.
Yeah, on scene vlogs, and it was a lot of fun, but it was also very, what's the word? It was a little bit. It was a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
being there with cameras was a little bit weird.
Yeah, a little different than normal for sure.
Yeah, there's no pressure sitting in front of a camera.
Yeah,
but with people watching you and stuff like that, it was a little different.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who stopped for an interview. By the way, that was super.
So
awesome.
many people.
They were so willing to talk to us.
People,
so if you guys are watching this, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys very much for stopping and chatting with us on that one.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, so again, another great segue statement there. You mentioned state-of-the-art facilities. The Utah Mammoth, their practice centers are opening up.
Yeah.
Now, are both rinks available right now, or is it just the one?
I believe it's just the one for right now. And keep in mind, they got this thing up fast, dude. Construction began September of 2024. And, it was already the team's primary practice and training facility, but now they've got ice. No, I think they might have both rinks open now, because the big part is they've got the rink open to the public now.
Okay.
And I don't believe they're letting the public practice on the team's ice.
No, probably not.
They've got a different rink for public use, and that is open. And there's lots of really cool stuff. Like, they're going to open up the practice space so that you can actually, come watch the team practice.
Which is awesome. Yeah.
I mean, and the first one's scheduled for February 21st of 2026. You just got to go online and register. They're allowing 300 people to come watch, the team's practice. Super cool.
That's very, very cool.
Yeah. I mean, and that's really, it's not far. I mean, it's in the heart of, Sandy, right off I-15. Like, you can get there in 15 minutes from just about anywhere in the valley.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's easier to get to than the Jazz practice facility.
The Jazz practice, well, and it'll be down there eventually, but as of right now, the Jazz practice facility is up by
the dealership.
Yeah, 13th East or 13th
That
South.
place is sketchy, man.
Very sketchy neighborhood. Yeah, there's a lot of gates around the Jazz practice facility for a reason.
Yeah, it's a pretty sketchy area out there. I've not spent time out there because don't worry, your boy's clean. But there's definitely some when you're walking around that area. It's pretty interesting for sure.
I work right by there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, so we want to hear from you folks. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you in regards to all your thoughts on what we talked about. Do you think that the Utah Mammoth do anything when it comes to the the actual trade deadline. Do you think this team actually does anything on the trade deadline? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what your thoughts are on the Winter Classic coming up next season. And if you swung by and checked out the new practice facility, we want to hear from you. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. As a reminder, folks, if you're watching this on our main channel or watching this on our live stream, we did just create a channel for you, Utah Mammoth, dedicated to all Utah Mammoth content. It will be posted there first. So if you're watching this on our main channel, DNA Sports Recap, or you're catching us on the live stream or listening to the podcast, a link to Utah Mammoth DNA will be in the description down below.
Make sure you check it out.